Okay, it is day 2 of snow, and as y'all can see, it is so bright out here. Everything's so white. To give y'all a reference, I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to tell through this camera, but that ring around the tree here, which is my weeping willow, is 2 bricks high. You can't see it, and then my poor Japanese magnolia, which had little buds all over it. I don't know if that's going to be okay or not. Now, we're heading out back here to my husband's garage where he was cleaning it out. As you can see, these various piles of things that he did not get back in time. Surprise. I'm still looking for my cat, Star. I have, let's see, do we have any? Pretty girl, Star. I let the heater be a little higher than I would like it all night, just in case she was under the house. 'Cause my house is so old, the ductwork needs to be redone, and the original part of the, oh shoot, fire! The original part of the house was built in the 20s, and then it had an addition put on it in the 40s, and then another addition in late 70s, early 80s. This is my little puppy cemetery for my babies that have left me. I have a bigger one up front for the cats. I don't want to show you all this stuff back here because this my husband's stacks of leftover things from jobs he was on, and recycling things and stuff he uses for other jobs on the side and whatnot. So half of my yard looks like a junkyard. It is what it is. I love him. Some people are just pack rats. I come from pack rats. My dad is one. His whole side of the family is. And I try not to be. But anyway, I think the total, I don't know if they've upped it, but the total for Mobile for snow was 7.5 inches. Now, I know I showed y'all one picture that said 4 inches. Well, that was up front with tree covering. So out in the clearing where there's no trees to stop the snow, we got close to 7, which is incredible. The record was in 1989 with 5 inches. Now, of course, that was way before I was even thought of. And before that, the most we'd ever gotten was an inch, maybe. That was in 1990 when I was very young, before I met my first husband, or right before I met him. That's another story too. But I have, oh, excuse me, coffee burp. That was gross, I'm sorry. I have enjoyed this time of the snow, but you know what, I'm done. Now that tree right here in front of us, that's tall one, that is called a tulip tree, and she has some of the most beautiful flowers when she blooms. She was struck by lightning the year before I moved in this house in 01, I think it was, and she looked bad. My dad at the time had owned the house. He had just bought it to do a rental house with, but he wound up moving in it. Another story. But he was going to cut her down. I said, no, you do not cut her down. She's going to live. He's like, no, she's not. She got struck by lightning. I'm going to get rid of her. I said, no, you're not. And I wouldn't let him do it. And I'm glad because, I mean, look at her. You know, she's gorgeous. I'll show you where she got hit. I think you can still see. That's the secret little animal hole. Little house. I love that. See right here? That's where she got struck. Let me come over here and get a better angle. Now y'all can probably see the stuff in the background, but whatever. See that big old hole all the way down her? It goes up there, and then all the way down here. That was all, as you can see inside, is charred. I think y'all can tell that still, you know, from where she was hit. And this whole side was dead for a long time, but see up there, you can see when she blooms in the spring. I'll show you the flowers. They're gorgeous. They're green and yellow and orange and multicolored, and you can eat it. You can eat the flowers of that tree, and the squirrels love them. Also, you can make medicines out of that tree. She's got like 3 layers of bark that are good for various things: headache, body ache, and there's something else. I was going to try my luck at it. I got a book telling you how to do it. Sometimes I get a notion to, well, there's the cat food. Sometimes I get a notion to do the natural ways. Made some bay leaf oil for pain, and oh my gosh, that stuff works. My husband was not a believer till I made it, and he was achy, and I said, I'm going to put my stuff on you. And he's like, no, I don't want it. I don't want your witch's brew. It's like, it's not witch's brew. You know, it's natural stuff. And I did it anyway. And it helped him a great deal. It helps you better than the Bengay stuff and all that, which is, you know, it's all chemicals. This was not. This consists of bay leaves and olive oil. First press, cold press. You know, the best you can get. Two ingredients. Now you got to let it ferment for at least 2 weeks. I let it go 3 just so it's good and together. The Lord gave us so much stuff to use instead of these chemical filled things. The problem is you got to work. You know, you got to do a little cooking. You got to do a little waiting. You got to do some pressing. Some squishing, some tearing, you know, leaves up and whatnot. People don't want to do that. They want instant gratification. Just like they want the Build-A-Bear Jesus. They don't want to learn him on their own. They don't want to get to know him. They want a pre-made thing. That way they don't have to do any work. Well, that's crazy ridiculous. But anyway, brothers and sisters, I just wanted to share with you my ridiculously cluttered backyard, and you haven't even seen the whole thing. Way over there in that corner straight ahead, behind some of those little trees, there's a whole bunch of more stuff of my husband's that he's brought home from work and whatnot. But I just wanted to share a little bit with you, and thank you again for listening to me this morning about my brother and my mother, and thank you for your responses. A couple of you have shared that you also know what it's like to have narcissists in your family, and also atheists, and I appreciate it. It's, you know, I make these videos. The Holy Spirit started me not too long ago, as y'all know, to do it, and at first I fought against him. It's like, I don't want to do this, you know, these people, they don't care, they don't want to hear what I have to say. And then I realized, well, it's not about what I'm saying, it's about what he wants me to say. And I have enjoyed it. I have enjoyed hopefully sharing with y'all, edifying y'all. But what's funny is y'all have edified me more, I think, than I have you. I'm grateful. I love y'all, and I just pray you have a blessed day. And I'm over the snow. It's good. It can go away now. It can go away now, but it doesn't look like it's going to be melting too quick. It's still powdery. That's what's crazy. You know, when I experienced snow in Louisville and in Chattanooga, it was a different kind of snow. Like this stuff, let me show you. It's still powdery. You know, it's still, see it fall. I mean, it's wet, of course, but it's not hard like it got in Chattanooga when my daughter was born. She was born in Chattanooga in 94, and it snowed that winter. She was born in August, and it snowed, I guess it was like January, I think. Gorgeous. It wasn't very deep, maybe an inch or two. But it was harder snow than this. I cleaned off 2 of the cars out front earlier, and it was just as soft. I could use a broom. You know, I had taken stuff out there, a scraper, because I thought I was going to have to scrape the windows, you know, like we used to do. But no, it just brushed right off with the broom. Now, it's gotten a little crunchy over here, as you can tell, because the trees are, oh shoot, the trees are that's melting off the trees. And here's some more of my husband's crap on my patio. But see, you can see the snowdrifts here that I made from wiping the cars off. But it's just as powdery as it can be. It's gotten a little firmer because, like I said, it's starting to melt. But when I first did it, yep, just did it with a broom. Came right off. Crazy, crazy. My cat cemetery is over there on the other side of those bushes. There's a whole lot of babies over there. Now, I'm not doing my husband's work truck. He can do that. I ain't doing it. But anyway, my brothers and sisters, thank you for sharing my life with me and for listening to me. And at any point in time y'all need me, let me know. If you need my email, I'll give it to you. Shoot, if you need my phone number, I'll give it to you. I'm here to listen. Whatever you need from me, if I've got it, it's yours. And if I don't have it, I'll try to find it. I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you later.